squared plus the second value minus x bar squared plus the third value minus x bar squared plus the fourth value minus x bar squared plus the fifth value minus x bar squared plus the sixth and the last value finally minus x bar squared, and then we're going to divide all that by 6 because there were 6 values. And again, you can see why with a small data set it looks like it's a lot of math. With a large data set we wouldn't choose to do this by hand. And so we have 0 squared, which is 0, plus negative 2 squared, which is 4, and negative 1 squared, which is 1, 0 squared, which is 0, 1 squared, which is 1, and 2 squared, which is 4 again. I'll divide by 6. And so we have here 4, 5, 6, 10 over 6. Or we could reduce that to the square root of 5/3. And I guess we could punch that into a calculator if we had to have a decimal number, but I'm just going to leave it at that. So we have a standard deviation, which means that on average, each of these data points up here in our data set is the square root of 5/3. Now, 5/3 is a little bit less than 2. And the square root of 2 is like 1.3 roughly. So we're a little bit less than that. So on average, each data value is a little bit more than 1 away from the middle, which seems to make sense. I mean, 4, that's 0 from the middle. This one's 2 units from the middle, 1 unit from the middle, 0 units from the middle, 1 unit from the middle, and then 2 units from the middle. So it makes sense that somewhere between 1 and 2. And that's it for this section. Next time when we look at notes, we'll look at using the calculator and Microsoft Excel to make these calculations a little bit easier. Or we might look at that in class as part of our in-class activity. So we'll talk about that later. And I'll see you then.